The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky's Stone Hard, casual fine dining on the shores of beautiful Rose Lake.
With 2 locations in Vergas and Perham, make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Hansen. I'm here again with Willi Humbeck. If you were on last week and were watching us, Willi was talking about some of his first apprenticeship jobs, and you know, we all knew Willi in this area as a salesperson, and we found out how that started with the razor blades. But Willi, what happened after you figured out how to sell those razor blades cheaper?
Well, anyway, so I met the lady 12 o'clock.
Okay.
I was sitting there already by 11:30. I had nothing to sell anymore. So she came in, well, not friendly looking for. Bärbel was her name. I said, Bärbel, what happened? Well, she said, I got sold only one package.
Oh.
I said, what? Well, she said, how about you? Well, I said, I need more. I don't have any. She couldn't believe it. To make the story short, she gave me the rest, her bunch. Mm-hmm. And I sold that too. I think I was done after we ate, and we didn't eat much. By 2, 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
And I had the pockets full of change money. Man, I felt like a king. I never forget that feeling.
Oh, I bet.
And you know, then at the same time, I felt that I was born a people's person.
You found what, you know, you were good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my first experience. And already at that time I learned a lot that day, you know, about selling and what all.
Well, but you also, a lot of people might have that experience of, you know, something they're good at, but you also recognized it and you built on it then.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. You took it out of my mouth. Yeah, and I started right away building. I did that for a while, and I was thinking, well, you don't want to do that maybe. Then I ran in, I met people, of course. So I ran in, and one guy, when I stopped at the door, and I had the same experience here, but that's later. He says, why don't you give up selling razor blades? He says, give me his name was Schweinsberg. I forget his first name. Heavy, beauty fellow, nice home. And then he introduced me to Berolina kitchen machines. They just came on the market. It was, you know, kitchen machine, but then it was a big deal. So anyway, and then he introduced me to a lady, I don't know the title anymore, and that particular lady was going during the daytime to get people together in one home. See, that's how it was.
Do like a party.
Yeah, like a party, right. So now I went in there and in the evening and demonstrated that. Kitchen machine. So I always made an egg nut, you know, the egg liquor, a drink. And I put the shells and everything in there. That belonged to the show. Well, I said, people, you have to know that is not only healthy because of the eggs, the calcium, you cannot find any better calcium. Anyway, sales pitch.
You had the sales pitch down.
Yeah. So anyway, then everybody got a car. And with that kitchen machine came a hairdryer you could connect on that little motor and a little vacuum cleaner.
Oh my, you could clean the whole house.
People, I'm doing this, and that was the truth. It is not on the market yet, and we want to introduce, like they do today on television, you know. We want to introduce it to you, and if you want to buy it now, because you spent your time with me, you can get it for a special price. Oh my God, did I say it? Kitchen machine. Oh yeah, but I was young and dumb too, don't forget. I was living like a king, see? So that was before I knew Margaret. But anyway, I don't have to mention that.
Nice, young, handsome man selling kitchen machines. What housewife would not want that?
Don't make me blush. So yeah. And
I can just see how this went. Okay, go on.
I had a wonderful life. And so on, what was then? Oh, and then, but I did that for a while. And I took another one by name Piccolo. So the one name was Berolina, and the other was Piccolo, you know. And so I demonstrated both of them, and then they could choose what they wanted.
Sure.
The next thing came on the market, a piece furniture with a record player in there.
Oh,
and
like,
down below you could pay
like a console.
Yeah. And then the beautiful radios at that time. So I started selling that. Oh man, did I sell radios and record players.
Now, was that still door to door, or was that with like parties?
Still door to door.
Still door to door.
Well, picture it, right?
Yeah.
Not too long after the war.
People wanted things.
Yeah, and now working for radios and record players, to make it short, again I make money. So, and a friend of mine was the boss. We actually worked together, but he had later on the store.
Okay.
And then after that, television came on the market in Germany. So then I sold radios, record player, all in one thing, you know, and then the television on top. And I had to climb on the roof then to put the antennas on.
Oh, okay.
You know, but I was young man. So anyway, I made a lot of money. Now see, I wrote that all down at home and I forgot the slip. I'm not done yet. So television, radios. Oh, and then I went down from radios. I had a little fight with the guy, he couldn't pay me.
Oh, okay.
So I quick stepped in and sold for under the chairs, those mufflers, you know, so they wouldn't damage the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, those, of course, I sold by the hundreds.
Anything anybody wanted,
Anybody.
you could sell.
Exactly, and that's the same way I did it here, how I built my business, you know.
Yeah. And so you started your sales business over in Germany.
In Germany.
And was it in Germany when you met your wife, Margot?
I met Margot just about, 17 I was when I met Margot.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And
We
so
got
then,
married when we were 19.
all right.
I met Margot 1951, so.
And so then what prompted you to decide that, okay, Germany is wonderful, but I need to try
The United
spread my roots.
States, my only sister married an American.
Okay.
So, and then she married him in 58. Well, of course, during that time, I still was doing sales stuff,
Certainly.
jobs, you know. And so when she went over here, then they came on vacation and were trying to come over to America. Well, I said, why should I come over to America? I got everything I want.
You do, yeah.
I
You sound
had.
like you had the world by the tail over there.
I had. So that was in 58, they got married, and then finally in 64 they came on vacation again. Yeah, and then I gave in. Margot and I, I never did anything alone. Well, you know, Margot and I, we always talk together. Yeah, and she agreed again. She said, let's go. So everything I had, believe it or not, almost a semi-truck full, packed it in, didn't charge anybody, and gave it to her brother.
Oh,
That guy is dead already. The
Okay.
youngest brother is still alive. So, and here America, I showed her the pictures when we walked to the ship. Here America, I come, here I am. Only a suitcase for me and Margot had one. Well, we dressed up good, you know.
right.
And then I ran into deep, I have a name for it, but I don't want to call that name, which I didn't expect. There was lies and shading involved, and I didn't know the language. So I started in construction as a cement mixer, pipe layer, you name it, whatever I had to do.
Just like you were back when you were 14 and being
Except
an
in the
apprentice
coal
again.
mine. See, you follow me, that's what I...
Yeah, it really was.
So, but I was much older, and I was still strong enough, but that wasn't what
you wanted to be
expected,
doing,
what they
or
told
what
me.
expected, right.
What they told me was a lie. See, a total lie.
Right.
And worse. But I don't want to go
But you
in
made the
there.
best out of it, and that's what we're going
I
to hear
almost
about on the
failed.
next show.
I almost failed, because you know why? I got into a depression. I started feeling sorry for myself for what I did, that I brought my family over here, the way we were living there. And now this, I took Mike out of an excellent school. He would have learned 4 languages and what else, you know. So that worked. I mean, I have to mention this, I don't like it. I got in a deep depression, which I actually was for 7 years. I had what they call bleeding ulcerative colitis from my stomach, and but I got out of that too, and then I almost left 2 times. I was ready to leave again, but I didn't give up because I still thought,
You didn't give up. That's the key.
Yeah.
Well, Willie, we're going to have to close up this show, but what we're going to do is we're going to hear about your
Keep that
time in
in mind.
America, and
Yeah.
we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
And so
because
thank you for sharing with us today.
Yeah.
And hopefully it gets somebody excited about
pleasure.
doing, you have to
Pleasure
just
for
keep
me
going.
to say that on television. You never know, maybe some people will learn something or not.
Right.
Okay?
What they'll learn is to
Yeah.
keep going. But thank you, Willie, so much. You have a good day in Vergas.